I am wiped
Yeah,
today.
today wiped us out.
Yeah. I know I was saying the other day that I'm tired all the time, but today I am super tired. I could fall asleep during this podcast, which would be hilarious. Can you imagine we just both fell asleep
Why are
while
you
we
so
record?
tired?
I'm just tired. I don't know. I don't know. It's just funny because that's the subject of today's podcast. Why are we so tired when I'm so freaking tired? We did go kayaking today, though.
That's
Yeah, we actually got out and got active. We didn't get to do it all last year because the car that carries the kayaks was in the shop pretty much all summer long.
your shop.
Yeah, the shop that I
Yeah.
worked for. Yeah. Couldn't get it through the shop fast enough. Isn't that great?
It's awesome.
Not entirely their fault. Much of it was fighting with the warranty company, which is always fun. Went to see a friend's band. We got home about, 12:30? Maybe closer to 1 o'clock?
We left there about 12:30.
All right, so
we got here like 1:15, somewhere
Okay.
around 1:50, 1:30, yeah.
Oh, so I stayed up longer than I thought. Woo! Yeah. I did it.
You did it.
It's such an accomplishment. And I paid for it. I mean,
you did sleep on the way home.
I did cry. I didn't even realize I was asleep. And we were home instantly. Like I opened my eyes and we were getting off our exit.
There you go.
It's about a 45-minute drive?
Yep.
Yeah, I was out within seconds. I don't even know if I got down the road that we were on, that the bar was on, before I was asleep. And I woke up getting off the exit, felt like I was asleep for 5 minutes. And then you got up this morning with the dogs when I was supposed to. I told you I would do it.
Yeah.
But that's on you because you could have just said, hey, it's your turn. Because I didn't hear him. I was out.
You were out.
I was out. And then Minnie woke me up at a little after 7 by barking from the other room.
Minnie's our dog.
They know. She's been on. She made an appearance.
Minnie did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to talk way, way more. Like this is supposed to be conversational. This is like, holy hell.
I just figured you wanted your time.
This is like last night. We're sitting there and we're trying to watch, or not last night, the night before last, when we're watching Peacemaker. And I'm trying to watch it. We got like 2 episodes left in the second last episode, and you just will not stop talking. You will not stop talking. And I'm like, should we be recording right now? Because now you're in the mood to talk. And then we're here and you're supposed to be talking, and I can't pull words out of you. See?
I did that on purpose. I talk when something pops into my head.
And just in the middle of a show, things are popping into your head?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, today's episode asks the question, which again will never be answered. Why are we tired all the time? This is the Forward Project. So, the one question that we ask every episode, and we actually answer every episode, is, what you drinking?
I got a little Sea Breeze, Bay Breeze, one of those cranberry Malibu concoctions.
Oh, cool.
You're drinking, let me guess.
Iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Iced tea.
That's a lie.
No, I don't lie.
Okay.
This is definitely iced tea.
I'm not tinking to that.
All right. It's rum and Coke.
All right.
Diet Coke. Tink. All my ice cubes melted because it's ridiculously hot. And what does heat do?
Melts ice.
Oh my God. That has to do with our episode.
Heat makes you tired?
Heat makes you tired. Yes, heat makes you tired. But that does not answer the question, why are we so tired all the time? That might be why we're tired today or this season, but man, it's all the time. I mean, I was never a nap guy. And I'm still not. I still hate to take them, but I will fall asleep in my damn chair in seconds if I sit in it.
Yes,
It was happening earlier today.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the chair and I'm watching a show, and next thing I know, I'm nodding off.
Yep.
And I heard you walk through the room and close the door, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, made lunch, and I'm like, okay, he's not eating lunch because he's sleeping, not taking a nap.
All right, Go ahead, finish, because he never takes naps.
Yes.
I was not a napper. I've never been a napper. The last few years, I have taken naps, but I am not a napper. You are a napper.
I love napping.
You enjoy naps.
But I could take a 10-minute nap. You don't think they're a
waste of time. Yeah, which is crazy. I don't even understand that. You're the kind of person who, like, will go out and, I don't know, we'll stop at a store and get a little tiny bag of chips and split it. And then 3 hours later, it'll be dinner time. Like, you want to stop and grab some dinner or something? You're like, I just had those chips like 3 hours ago.
What's that have to do with being tired?
Let me finish. You're the same way with sleeping. You're like, I'm never going to sleep tonight. I took that nap this afternoon. I'm like, honey, you slept for 10 minutes in the car with one eye open. You're like, yeah, I napped.
It happens.
And then you spend the whole freaking next day tired, waiting for that other nap to come.
Yep.
But it's not like it used to be. I mean, we used to get so much out of a day and accomplish 10 times what we can accomplish now, just based on the fact that we get so tired so quickly.
Yeah. And just thinking about the things we used to do compared to now. Is that where we're going?
Sure. I mean, I know that I didn't get tired when I used to go to the hardware store.
Right.
I mean, I literally get in the car. By the way, you guys don't know where I live. The hardware store is 3.5 minutes down the road. Yeah. And by the time I get in there, if I want to eat and get back, I don't even want to do what I left to go get the pieces for. Because I'm just exhausted from the trip. Never mind if I got to stop at the grocery store too.
But you got Greg to go for you, so you didn't have to today.
Greg did go for me today. I was willing to go, but they argued with me and said he was running out anyway. So
yeah, but you did ask me if I wanted to go, and I
Greg.
Really didn't.
This one's for Greg. Wait, this one.
All right.
This one's for Greg. Thanks, Greg.
Cheers, Greg. Even when you asked me, I looked at you if I wanted to go before Greg went.
I could tell, and I said you didn't have to. I was just offering the opportunity, because if I left without asking if you wanted to go, you'd be like, didn't even ask me. Didn't you ask me if I wanted to go? What if I wanted to go with you? Didn't even ask me.
I probably wouldn't have.
You probably wouldn't have done that. Not anymore. There was a time.
Yeah.
There was also a time where, like I said, we got home at 1:30 last night, where, I mean, the bars didn't even close till 2:00.
Yeah, not anymore. I think everybody's tired because the bars now close at 9.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe we're not any more tired than anybody else. They've just conditioned us to go to bed earlier.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap, guys. That's an episode. We figured it out. We answered it. The bars have ruined it for everybody. No, but even I mean, going to friends' house would be up all night, and it's not just us. I mean, I know it's an age thing because all of our friends are, well, quite frankly, most of our friends are older than us. but it's all the same. We're all exhausted. You know, we all have our moments where we can, power through things. But for the most part, I mean, it used to be you look forward, what's going on this weekend? What are we doing? What are we doing this weekend? What are we doing? We got plans? If not, let's have so-and-so over on Friday night or see if they want to get together and do something. Hey, what are we doing Saturday night? Like, you had to have that whole weekend booked so that you're going because you wanted to get stuff in. And now the best thing that can happen is you've got plans on a Saturday night and they call and cancel them.
Yeah,
and
that's
now you
can
just chill. And no, now you can just chill.
No, that's you because you're an old fart. I still want to do stuff. I
want to do stuff. I just completely lack the energy.
Yeah. We used to go and like you said, partying with friends till 1, 2 in the morning. You're like, oh God, we better go home. And now we're struggling to stay there until 11. And if someone leaves before 11, we're like, what's wrong? What's going on? But that is the norm now, 11 versus 2. Nobody
tells you that, though. Like, we were never warned about it. You're warned about a lot of things. Getting old, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Nobody ever said, you're not going to be able to hang anymore.
Oh, yeah, we do all right. And I was thinking about it too. So we used to go out friends party at their house. Then we had Linnea. And what did we say?
She's gonna learn. She's
She's
gonna learn
gonna
to hang.
I'm not gonna be a parent that goes home at 7 o'clock at night because she needs to go to bed. She's gonna learn.
That sounds horribly abusive. It really does. It wasn't like that. She wasn't up partying with us and drinking.
No, but
or at the bar.
all the right.
But the friends would all get together. But all the friends, their kids would come over to our house, and there was places for everybody to sleep and crash, and
right.
And
now she's a night owl, and hates mornings and whatever because she likes to. Yeah.
I think one of the things that bothers me the most about it is I feel like, which is why I don't like napping, is sleeping. And we covered this before too in another episode, where how much I love to sleep. I love to sleep right now. But at the same time, it is such a waste of time. I feel like we really made the most out of a day when we were getting up at 5:30 in the morning, which we still do. We can't finish that part, and staying up until 2 in the morning.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy how little sleep we got, but how much we got out of a day.
Yeah, what was my phrase? I used to even say it to some of the people I used to work with. I'll sleep when I die, because there's just too much to do. Yeah. I still want to live by that rule, but
it's not so easy.
It's not so.
Those eyelids have a mind of their own now.
Yeah.
Remember Florida trips?
Oh my God.
We would drive to Florida. So we would go
like
right after work. We get out of work at what, 5:30?
Yeah, we get our stuff loaded and jump in the car.
Jump in the car. Yeah. So by 7:00, we're on the road. We had just worked all day. 7:00, we're on the road driving the kids down to Florida. And I would usually take the first shift just because I'm better to just go. Like if I take that break, then I'm done. It's like when you're drinking and you break the seal, and now you got to pee 15 times in the next hour. You can hold it for the first 6 hours, and then you're peeing every 15 minutes the rest of the night.
So, I don't know how that relates, but okay.
Because once you break that sleep seal for me, if I take a nap before I drive, then I'm in and out of that kind of up and down zone. Whereas if I just kind of jump in it, I'm yawning now. This is crazy. You just kind of power through it. I used to do 8-10 hours in the first clip.
Yep. Then we would drive, and I would be like, "Come on, pull over, I need to drive because I'm not gonna be able to. You're gonna get to the point that you can't stay awake, and I'm not gonna be able to drive that long." And but we would drive straight through, not stopping at the whole. Not stopping. We would go to 21 hours to get to Florida, straight. Yep. Stopping for gas and pee breaks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about doing that now.
No. Well, no, we'd be driving in 2-hour increments.
I think it might be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun, but we'd be switching around a lot more.
Yeah, we'd switch around a lot more, and then it'd take like 3 days to be able to do anything when we got there. But yeah,
that's the other thing is like we go down to New Orleans, and it used to be, when you go on vacation, you sleep a little late in the morning. Usually, because you don't have anywhere to be. Hopefully, vacation is supposed to be chill. But we got to the point the last 2 times we've gone down where we're taking naps in the afternoon during vacation. Now in New Orleans, it's not so bad. It's a night city, so and it's also a lot cooler in the night, so you can stay up later or whatever. But it just seems like such a waste to be taking that nap in the middle of the afternoon when you got a beautiful day out and. But it is. You gotta, if you're gonna power through the night or the trip at all. Again, a lot of that has to do with that heat, just kind of sapping your strength and energy. But some of it's also the age, because there was a time where we wouldn't have given a shit. We would have just powered right through.
Right, and probably a little bit of the alcohol.
Yeah, well, a couple of years ago, I would say yes, but we don't. We have last 2-3 times we've gone down. We don't really drink that much.
Yeah.
People are like, oh yeah, sure you don't. You're in New Orleans, you don't drink that much. No, we really don't. We really don't. I mean, it's a different vibe down there for us now.
Right.
So another thing with vacations too is all the walking that you do. That's also going to make you tired.
And you're wearing a watch or you have a smartphone or something that's telling you how many steps you're taking, and you're looking at it and you're like, oh my
Yeah, you're like,
God.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
can
have
I
things reminding you how tired you are.
That's true too. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought
Yeah.
about that. If you're constantly looking at the time too,
Oh
things
my
go through your
goodness.
head like, oh, excuse me.
Is this
Jeez.
you're doing this on purpose?
I wish I was. It'd be great. But no, if you're constantly looking at the time, things go through your head like, oh, it's 12 o'clock. I gotta eat lunch. It's it's 5 o'clock. I gotta eat dinner. It's 8 o'clock. I've got to go to bed. Maybe not. Just like you said,
Right.
it's just constant reminders of what time it is and what you've done all day, and how much energy you've utilized.
Yeah.
But yeah, it almost doesn't seem fair. Youth is wasted on the people with higher tolerance and better knees.
I think that, and I don't think that, because I think back when you used to go pick up a friend after work. You'd go to the diner till 2 a.m. You come home, go to work at 5:30, and that was like nightly. That wasn't like once in a while. You did that for a bit
I
for him,
did a lot.
and then Fridays would come, and you'd crash. That's your crash day. That's your recovery day of going all week long. But today's kids are,
I was working 2 jobs, to be fair, too, back then.
today's kids, the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds are like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And what are you tired from? You're not our age. So I'm like, I didn't get to bed till 11 o'clock last night.
11?
And I'm like, 11? Yeah, what? That means you got like 8 hours of sleep. And I only got 6. And at your age, we wouldn't have gotten 6 hours of sleep ever.
No.
And so, but I do think they're tired, and I have reasons for that, but we can get into that.
You brought it up. Let's get into it right now.
Well, that's why.
So we're changing this episode. Why are we as old people always tired? It's why the frick are these young kids tired?
Well, I think there's a combination of
Is it drugs? Are you on drugs?
It's the media and the phone and just being Wall-E characters stuck in a chair, just like looking at their phones and that's, but I also think it's the stress of life, and it affects them, it affects us, and it's affecting everybody as a whole.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think when you're older, people think that burden lifts, but it really doesn't. Your focus is on different things, and maybe in a lot of ways, your focus and your energy is, or the energy you spend focusing on that is more immediate.
When you're
You know
older?
what I mean? Yeah. So you're stressing over different things. You're stressing about, well, maybe it's the same things, but in a different manner. You're stressing about money because you want to retire. You're stressing about your health because you want to stay alive. You start to think, how much time do I have left? So all these things, it's not only that you have these stresses, but it's also the immediacy of these.
Right.
Now, you don't have all the time in the world ahead of you, or seemingly all the time ahead of the world. You're starting to see things you're starting to see your destination as finite.
Right. So when you're
that's
younger,
stressful and sapping, and
right, when you're younger, you have trials of life and you take them and you deal with them, and they suck in the moment, but you don't think about that long term. Car breaks down, crap, gotta fix it. You fix it, whatever. You go and you keep going, whatever you have planned for the rest of the day. Now the car breaks down at our age, and would be like, oh my God, now what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get to work? And how are we gonna pay for this? And so I think when you're younger, you have everyday trials, but you don't really care about them. You deal with them and you move on and you keep going. And then we have trials that knock us because all the trials have built up over the years, and we know what that means. So like the burden of all the different trials through life weighs us down but when you're younger, it doesn't, because it's just another day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I think maybe too, when you're younger, you have more ways out of it.
Right.
And certainly have more time to get out of it. And, if you've got a bunch of bills due when you're younger, you'd be like, well, I got 50 years to worry about that. When you're our age, you're like, I don't have that same amount of time to get these things taken care of. And by bills, I don't necessarily even mean financial bills. I mean, let's just call bills anything that you need to do or get done as part of your life.
Right.
You think maybe part of it is that we start to kind of crawl into ourselves or use sleep as a maybe a self-defense tool?
Maybe some do.
No, I'm asking. I'm not even talking consciously. I think maybe subconsciously, when you get to our age, we get more tired to allow our bodies. Oh, I can't even say the word tired anymore. Sorry. We get more tired to maybe shield us from the stresses.
Well, yeah, you go to bed, you get tired so that your body can kind of shut down. Sure. Realize it, not realize it. Yeah, I don't know.
So these days too, it's not just being exhausted in the moment or being too tired to do things. It's also, even when you suck it up to do them, everything requires recovery. The recovery time is different. It's
and you're conscious about it. You're
yeah,
like,
and you're
oh my
very
God.
conscious before you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to be out late and I'm going to need tomorrow to recover. Or I'm going to, you said it today. But you're always tired anyway. But I dragged you out kayaking and we got out there a little bit later than we wanted because there was a lot of prep and everything. But you started before we even started going. You're like, I don't know how long I'm going to do this, how I'm going to feel after I do this.
That's not fair. Let's qualify that. That's not a tire thing. I have an arm injury happening. Yeah. And my seat, because that kayak has been sitting upside down for 2 years, my seat was all it was wrong, and I was hanging back, and that stress on my lower back was excruciatingly painful. And I had the dog literally on top of me while I was trying to do it. So he's pushing me back. I'm leaning back and trying to hold myself up forward. It was just, I was in a lot of pain.
But you were mentally, yes, but you were mentally telling yourself that, where if you were 20, you would never have stopped doing it because you had some pain.
Well, you're probably right. You're probably right. I didn't stop today.
No, you didn't, but you mentally...
I wouldn't have bitched about it.
Right. At the beginning of it, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to hurt after this.
Yeah. I hurt during it, never mind after it.
Yes.
Yeah, and look at me. I'm doing a podcast and I can't stop yawning. I know me. Such a turd.
Do you want me to stop talking now?
No. Yeah, it's the whole episode to try to get you to talk, and then as soon as you start talking, I'm like, shut up. So I started to say that everything requires recovery.
Right.
Vacations. You go on vacation, and now, so if we get 7 days off, we've got to plan like 5-day vacations so I can have 2 days to recoup when we're back.
Yeah.
And you've kind of gotten there too. You used to do this thing, and I'm not even aware. I don't even know that you're aware that you did it. But when you were working at
another place,
not the last one, but before that, you would go on vacation and you would be sick for 2 to 3 days every time we came back.
Well, that's because I had to go back to work. That had nothing to do with being tired. But we'll go on a vacation to the Finger Lakes, and the first thing you say is, oh, I got to be to work on Tuesday, so we need to come back on Sunday because I need a day of recovery.
Yeah. And that's our most relaxing vacation. That place is great.
Right.
We go in there with no agenda, and that's not true. I love New Orleans more than anything, but I look forward to that Finger Lakes trip every year because it's just very chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relaxing. We bring the dog up, and
But you mentally say you're going to be tired afterwards, so you need a day of recovery.
Yeah, because they know me. There's nothing wrong with that.
But it's something you've done since you're in.
Okay, you were there last year when we went. So you know if we didn't have that day, I'd have lost my mind.
Because of the car or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine we didn't have that buffer day? So last year, we're driving back. I work in the auto industry. I know you're supposed to get your spark plugs changed at 100,000 miles. I was going to bring it in. I was at 102,000 miles. I was going to bring it in, but we lost track of time. So I'm like, all right, I'll do them as soon as we get back from this vacation. We literally had a misfire in the first half hour of a 6-hour trip back.
Yes.
And drove the entire way home from upstate New York.
We didn't quite realize what it was.
With the engine light flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ended up being a spark plug that was misfiring.
It was a quiet ride.
And it was cool. Oh, yeah. We didn't talk. Didn't have the radio on, nothing.
We had Toby. We picked up Toby on that trip.
Yeah. So this is 2 years ago. This actually isn't last year. I apologize. Yeah. But yeah. Can you imagine me have had to go back to work the next day after that? I'd have lost my mind. I needed another day just to recover from that. Maybe I've just turned into a little bitch.
Yeah, you turned into a grouchy old man. Get off my yard.
I'm not grouchy.
Oh, okay.
I don't want people in my yard though. I don't. I don't want neighbors. It's a whole nother episode.
That's
like where would you live if you could afford to live somewhere not near people? So I was also saying it's not just us. Everybody around us seems tired. And even people I don't know, people I see at work, people I see in the store, they all have this. The one thing, okay, I think the one thing that sets us apart is we do still have a lot of that suck it up. Like you're making fun of me a lot today. I don't know why you do that. It's not very nice. It's only half truthful and other half is funny. So I let it go. But if you look around, people are miserable. They look exhausted. They look upset. They look broken. But what's that? Why is it? And again, it's probably our age and higher, but like you said too, I think it's affecting the younger people. Let's focus on kind of our age group though.
Yep. I think it's life stress. And stress affects your body in certain ways.
But shouldn't it be getting better for us? Why isn't it getting better? I know the generation before us got better. They all had retirement. They all had a kind of an end date to their stress. They had their houses paid off. They had, and even a lot of people in our generation kind of fell into that too. But there's also, I think, a lot more people who are, and I'm finding out actually through this podcast, there's a lot more people in our boat than I think have it the other way. I've had a lot of people reach out and say, same boat, brother, or this is my story. It sucks.
Yeah. It's tough times. Things are expensive. No one knows where things are going. Puts a lot of weight on decision making. But we can't be more depressed or anxious than like the Great Depression.
I bet they slept a lot during the Great Depression.
You would have liked it back then.
Something to be said for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely probably slept a lot.
I think it's tough, like you said, for a lot of people, and life stresses affect your body in certain ways. And I've done some research on it, and I can give you some information if you want. Would you like?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So you're
this is my life. She's gonna do it anyway.
So what I found out is this chronic stress leads to, this is from University of Iowa. This is American Psychology Association. There's a bunch of different things that said this, and they said chronic stress leads to persistent muscle tension, resulting in frequent headaches, neck pain, and body aches.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Why'd you look at me when you said that? I could just as easily look right back at you.
right. But brain gut connection is powerful. Anxiety and depression can cause nausea, stomach pain, and flare ups of IBS. What else? Immune system, high cortisol levels reduce your body's ability to fight infections, leaving you more vulnerable to getting sick and prolonged for your recovery. So all that, being tired, getting depressed, what's going on in your mental health is affecting your physical health. So your physical health is then making you feel tired.
So why as people do we continue to do this to ourselves or each other? Like why aren't we taking first of all, I think the education system is highly flawed. I think we're not being educated on how to be adults. And people say there's no handbook on how to be an adult, and maybe there should be. You know, you're not taught practical things. We're not going to school in high school or even college and learning about, you know, your 401k or investing or where to put your money, how to put your money, how to make it so that you can retire, pay off a house. What are the best mortgage plans? I mean, we're not taught any of these things. We've got to go out and figure it out on our own. We bought our first house. We know anything. We didn't have anybody to tell us. And the only way people who do know this is they learn it from their parents, you know, or they'll research it online. But I mean, these shouldn't be things that you kind of walk into adulthood not knowing. Like I'm exhausted all the time and I'm unhealthy because I was never taught anything that mattered.
Yeah, we're learning instead of, unfortunately, we didn't have those role models to teach us that. We have friends that did.
Yeah, but again, from their parents, they had role models who did. It wasn't taught. These are things that should be taught to people. Every kid before they turn 18 to 21 years old should know these basic skills.
Right.
You know, they shouldn't be a mystery. And then you go into, even now, knowing what we know about mortgages and 401ks, you go in and you try to learn any more about it or try to do anything with these things. They're all written in lawyer speak. So you've got to slowly read and try to decipher everything. And then it's missing. And the only reason they do that is to try to trip you up so they can stick it to you later.
Right.
But all these things that are making us unhealthy and tired, you know, it's square peg, round hole.
That doesn't work.
We're doing the same thing over and over again. You're still trying to fit that square peg in that round hole. Be like, guess it's just gonna be another generation of tired people.
Right.
Instead of somebody standing up and saying, you know what, let's fix this. Let's fix it so that I'm not into taking anybody's earned money away from them. I think, you know, in a capitalist society, the money that you earn is your money. I'm not begrudging any of these, you know, multi-gajillionaires. Maybe a little, because how much is enough? And how much do you start getting before you're controlling everything else? But anyway, why aren't any of these people stepping up when they've got more money than they can ever spend and helping these programs out? You know, helping alleviate the stress from people somehow. Maybe somebody way smarter than us with a lot more money to spend than us can, instead of leaving it up to the government, invest in studies on how to make healthcare more affordable, realistically more affordable to the general populace. You know, take some of these stressful burdens off of people when they're older.
The government isn't even working at.
Yeah, but we can't wait for our government to do things.
Right.
You know, we've long, this whole country was founded on the concept of our government being there to protect us and take care of us, and that's literally their number one job, is to you know, stand behind and in front of the Constitution and to protect and take care of the people. And they've lost sight of that so long ago that it's just now maintaining. we've kind of moved off the subject of
I
being
was gonna
tired,
say we're getting off.
well, it still ties into being tired. I just don't understand why there aren't plans in place to. Well, this leads to the fact that we're tired largely because of stress.
Right.
As
That's what I was trying to say
as
with
older people.
right.
So
Right.
why aren't there things in place if so many people have this stress to alleviate this stress? Everybody talks about mental health and how important mental health is.
Right.
Mental health isn't just people in their teens and early 20s. It's there's people our age with mental health problems and varying degrees of mental health problems. And I would venture to say that anybody who's completely exhausted from just living falls into that category to some degree.
Yeah. So
I don't know what the answers are. I work all day just so that we can survive. I don't have time to think about. I don't have time to edit this podcast. Never mind, figure out all the problems, or the resources. I definitely don't have the resources to do it, but there are people with that, and I think I don't know. I don't know what I think. I'm thinking I'm really
I
tired.
think you're putting up. Yeah. I don't think it's coming across right because you're saying people with a lot of money should be helping the people who don't have it, and I don't.
There are a lot of people right now. There are more wealthy people right now, and that wealth is greater on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are people right now who have more money than countries
Right.
have. And for them to be sitting on this money the way they do and just as basically as bragging rights and not contributing it to some, and I'm not saying they're obligated to do this. I'm saying maybe they're morally obligated to do this. I don't think you should make anybody do it. Like I said, your money's your money. You've earned it. You've done what you can. This is the society that we've set up. I'm not for taking one person's money and giving it to another person. I am saying, where is your moral compass where you can kind of sit atop the world with all this money and be like, I got it,
I think we're getting off topic.
I know. I got upset there for a second.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired.
You gotta reel it in.
I'm not thinking straight.
Yeah. I think in general, it's the stress of life that's making people tired.
Right. So I will go back to my original question. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We've set up the way life works this way. We all go through it. We're all exhausted from it. Why are we not changing it? Like open question, doesn't need an answer. It's like anything else. It's just
right.
Again, we'll just march through the turds again instead of cleaning up the yard.
I clean up the yard.
Nah, not you. My problem is I always fall asleep mid-walk and land face down in a turd. So yeah, I think you're right on the stress. There's an emotional weight to every decision at our age.
Right.
Let me back off a bit on that. Not every decision. There shouldn't be any emotional weight when I ask you where you want to go for dinner. Okay? I literally say, hey, honey, what do you want to do for dinner? And you look at me, you go, oh, boy, am I tired. I can't make that decision.
Yeah. Well, whatever do we do or wherever we go, we got to be home by 8 o'clock so you can get into bed.
Yeah, make it close to home because I think that emotional weight then leads to decision fatigue. For you, it's you get tired of making decisions. For me, I get tired while making decisions. So, same burden, little different field of play.
Right. Yeah.
Do we have more to make, you think, than before, or are they just more? Everybody's decisions are important to themselves. So I guess I'm not understanding why at our age it makes it that much greater.
Because I think, like you said, we know that there's a timeline. When you're younger, you're not thinking of that timeline. And at our age, we are thinking of that timeline. And So your decisions are going to affect that timeline. So you put a little more weight on the decision making.
Yeah. You said
When you're
something back. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Nope.
You said something back in our first or second episode, and those are kind of emotionally charged episodes for you. So I didn't call you on it, but you had said that you were concerned without having a job, that you knew we could always take care of the kids, and now, even though they're grown, you don't know if we can do that anymore. They're adult children. So what did you mean by that? Because that actually kind of leads into I think what we're talking about now in that it's like as adult children, we shouldn't be thinking of them that way, or absorbing their problems, but we do. I mean,
Right.
we both do. I know we do. I don't know if all families do. I mean, I'm sure to some degree they do, but elaborate on that a little bit. Like what?
Oh my God. I can't. I don't know. I just I don't know. I was in a different state of mind there. So I was feeling a lot
I was just
and
talking trash.
just no, but just feeling, I guess it was just feeling hopeless, helpless, needing, I don't know, needing to be there, wanting to be there, knowing, you want to be able to help them. And when we can't help ourselves, that means I won't be able to help my kids because I want to help them in any way I can, but if we're struggling to help ourselves, how am I going to be able to do that for our kids? Because you're always worried about your kids and wanting to help them in any way you can,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's one more thing that's going to make you freaking tired. Thinking about
Right.
that. And one thing we'll touch base on more in another episode, but also as we get older, parents, siblings, friends are all also getting older. So there's things happening in their lives that add to the stress, or burden's not the right word, because you don't ever want to think of family as a burden, but for lack of a better word, the burden that imposes is exhausting. I know before your mom passed, and even with your sister, although she seems better now, you spent the last 2.5, 3 years just burning yourself out.
Yep.
And I don't think the level to yep. That's it. I don't think a lot of people do it to the level that you've been doing it, but I also think it's because a lot of people can't. Like, just doing one of those things is exhausting. Never mind, taking on what you were taking on, plus the job, and you kind of felt the job deteriorating over the last year, and you were dealing with that, and I mean,
Again, but it all comes back to the stress and the strain that's making you tired.
yeah. Yeah, but why at our age? Do you think? I mean,
Because we're not taking on all those things when we're 20 or 30.
I know, but I also don't, like you had said too, everybody's got their burdens. I don't want to minimize anybody else's burden. I really want to know, why all of a sudden am I so damn tired all the time? It's all of us. Like what in your body says, nope, you can't do that anymore. Nope, you're not staying up until 2:00 in the morning. Not without paying for it anyway.
Right.
Like what inside you changed? I don't feel older. I mean, obviously, we'll get to another episode where we'll talk about the aches and pains of being in your 50s,
Right.
but emotionally, mentally, I don't feel any older. I don't feel any more of a burden of stress. I don't feel like I have any more stress on me now than I did 10, 15, 20 years ago. If anything, I feel like maybe it's better. Now, God forbid we ever got into financial trouble. I have a house with equity that I can sell and, hopefully help try to get us out of it. And I don't know, there's other things in place. We didn't have any of that back then. You would think we would have been more tired then if it was all stress related.
Your
Yeah, I'm sure.
stress levels.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hormones and
Yeah, everything that's going on in your body is younger. I mean, So
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me just say that then maybe I'm not looking for a why. Maybe I'm just looking to stand up and say, this is stupid. This is stupid. And whoever created us needs to change it now, starting with us. We'll be the guinea pigs on this project.
and you just want to be like running around like you were when you're 20 your entire
Yep.
life?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be so damn tired. However, I do want to be a little bit more tired than I was when I was younger because, like I said, I love sleep. I love sleeping.
But it's also, I was just thinking something. It's not just mental, but mental has a lot. The mental anguish people feel, I think, breaks down your physical body. Okay. But I was just thinking when you were saying something about the animal kingdom, not Disney's. I'm talking the animal kingdom. You've got the ruler, right? And what do? They wait until he gets take lions and they wait until they start getting
Old.
tired,
Tired.
old, and they're tired. And then the young one challenges because he knows he's weak. And if he overthrows, now he's in charge. And it's because and they don't, I mean, I don't know, I guess they have stresses as they get older, but I think it's more the weakness and the oldness. That's what your body starts breaking down, and the next generation comes along.
You actually took me right into my closing because I was going to talk about that.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's okay. I don't think it's weakness. I don't think we get exhausted, we get tired because we get weak. I don't think I'm weak. I think if I had to step up to do something, I could step up to do something. I think we're Yoda. You know, I think we're Sensei Porter.
I was going to say Sensei Porter.
We're I think we're exhausted because we've been doing so much. We've been so strong for so long that maybe there's a trigger in our heads that says, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to slow down. I'm going to relax because I can. You know, I've taken on these burdens, and I don't even know that this is maybe necessarily a conscious decision. I think this is kind of a nature's way of letting you know that, you know what, you've done it. You've done enough. Now is your time to calm down. Let somebody else take the burden on.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's and maybe in some ways it's a conscious choice. Maybe in some ways it's a subconscious choice where you're more tired because you're allowing yourself to be more tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe now you feel like you've earned the right to take those breaks.
Yeah.
So, it's certainly a nicer way of thinking about it than, hey, you just got weak, bro. I don't want to be weak. I don't think I'll ever be weak. I think I'll be that guy when I'm 80 who will still chase down the purse snatcher in the parking lot.
Right.
I don't think I have it in me to not do those kind of stupid impulsive things. But I definitely want to be that guy who just sits on the back porch with a cup of coffee in the morning, watching the hummingbirds hit the little bird feeder and sipping the coffee.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. But I also don't want to be that guy that's got to call my kids over to do something as simple as lift the kayaks onto the car.
Although, thanks, Greg, help us take them off because we were tired after our hours.
Because I'm taking it off and you're standing halfway across the yard watching me.
No, I couldn't reach it.
You're going to pull off the back like you did before? No, not from where you were. You couldn't. You were halfway across the yard. Your arms aren't that long. Yeah, I don't want to be the ones who I think a lot of people I think a lot of people oh, hi Cooper.
Hi Coops.
Freaking weirdo. Coop.
Did you hear Daddy?
Yeah, he heard me. Coop. And you finally froze. Okay, you're back. So I don't want to be that guy that's got to call the kids over to take care of the driveway or to mow the lawn. I don't ever want to get that tired. I think a lot of people who do that still have the ability to do it. I think they allow themselves too much to not. You know, I don't mind allowing myself the breaks that I've earned or that you've earned over the years.
He's tired.
He's tired too. He yawns. See, I told you, it's not just us. And he's only 3.
Yeah. Good cue, Coops.
All right.
Okay.
Well, so where do we go from here?
Bed?
We just continue. The funny thing about that is, like 20 years ago, at 5 o'clock in the evening, hey, let's go to bed. Man, something totally different than it does now. Now it's like, let's go to bed, face opposite directions, put the fans blowing in each of our faces, and go to sleep.
Right? Afternoon delight meant something much different.
Than 2 o'clock nap.
Than a 2 o'clock nap.
That's great. That's a whole new video for that song. Afternoon delight. And she's like, that's great. That's funny. Well, all right. I'll take us out with my other thought. Is maybe kind of ties into the not weakness, not old age. I talked a little bit last time about wisdom. We've kind of reached this age where we've gathered some wisdom because we've done a lot. You know, we've accomplished some, we've failed some, but you know, with both sides of that, you gain wisdom. So my little piece of wisdom in this is that maybe being so tired kind of ties into what I said before, is understanding that your energy is probably the most important things that you have. It's the most valuable thing, certainly, that you have at this stage of your life is whatever energy you have left. And when you're young and you're out doing whatever you want to do all the time, you just feel like there's an endless supply of that. You don't think about that. It's the same thing as when you run yourself a glass of water, somebody asks you a question, you let the water in, like, what? Huh? Okay. And the water's just running, you know, that valuable resource is just going down the drain. And then when you're older, you're like, pour yourself a glass of water, somebody asks you, you shut it off, take the question, go back, turn it back on. You know, when you brush your teeth, you don't let it run, you shut it off. You know, and your body's energy is the same. It's not an endless supply. Maybe there's a very finite amount of it, and your body knows when it's time to start conserving that to kind of prolong your life and spend it on the people and the events and the moments that deserve it.
That's depressing.
No, it's not. That's hopeful. This is all hopeful. Look, here's the depressing part. The depressing part is that the worst thing about being born is that someday you're going to die. What makes that not depressing is all the experiences that can happen between point A and point B. Because there's literally only a point A and a point B. And they're both going to happen. If you're here, point A happened and point B is going to happen. And you know what you do between those, how you make those moments last, how you impact other people, and basically how you treat yourself also are important to that. And I don't think that's depressing at all. I think that's hopeful, and the best that you can hope for is to leave a legacy of some kind. Everybody wants to leave a legacy to everybody. You know, we all want to be you know, that iconic name that lasts forever, that everybody knows. But, you know, I'm just happy being remembered by the people that mattered to me. And then that's enough for me. It's not depressing. If that's the way you think, then you're going to spend every moment thinking how depressing it is instead of like, what do I do with this time? And I think it too. I'm just trying to be better. This is the Forward Project. This is not the oh fuck, we're all gonna die project. So no matter where you kind of fall on this, on why we're all so tired, or if you're one of the tired ones, if you're in your 50s, take your time, conserve that energy, spend it on the people, places, and things that matter most to you. And if you want to get a nap in, get a nap in. I think at this point, if you've reached your 50s, I think you've earned it. So all that being said, do you have anything to plug? Will you ever have anything to plug?
Well, I heard that Two Good Christians hasn't, going to be edited by somebody else possibly, so we could get some podcast listening in.
Yes, there will be an assist.
Okay.
There will be an assist.
So what's going on?
Yeah, we will be editing and we will be releasing episodes hopefully very, very soon.
Yeah, what's very soon to you guys? 'Cause I'm getting tired of waiting.
Honestly,
tired of waiting.
Give me a week.
Okay.
To get
you guys
a couple
heard
episodes.
It. So
give me a week.
Next episode, I'm going to be asking. Or no, I'm going to be plugging. Listen to the episode.
Yeah, this episode will drop on Monday. And so hopefully by the following Monday, it may be done. We may still be releasing on Wednesday. I've got to talk to my peeps about that.
Okay.
So maybe a week and a half, but it will be done in that week.
All right.
That I guarantee.
Okay. You guys heard it here.
Yeah. So again, I need to ask everybody to please. We're getting a lot of hits on our clips across different aspects of social media. We're on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. The full episodes are available on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Please. Even if you're just listening to the clips, like, comment, but most importantly, follow us on our platforms. Check them out. It costs you nothing to click on the platforms and click follow.
Yes, we do have a goal that we're halfway to.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but we're trying to hit 500 Facebook followers by October. We're a little more than halfway there. You guys can all help. Tell your friends, please give us a listen. You don't have to listen to full episodes if you don't want to. Check out our clips. Just kind of hear a little bit about us. Hopefully that entices you enough to listen to at least the episodes that interest you. Yeah. But also engage. Like, listen, follow, comment. We try to comment back to everybody. So, let us know what you're thinking. Appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Peace. I never know where the camera is, even though it's right in front of me. This should be easy every time. I'm just so tired. Don't, because that gets me going. I'm an empathetic yawner. Always have been. Oh, good God. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good week.